Welcome, welcome. Yes, we are here. Emuna is our future with Save Us Now. Shovavim, aye. Aye. That's it. That's the avoda right now. We are in a time of challenge, and Erev Pesach is a special energy. As you can see, I've relocated. I'm not in the studio. I'm outside in a wonderful park in the holy Yerushalayim, for those who can see behind me, on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, and of course YouTube. If there's any issues with the flow, excuse me, we have no Wi-Fi here, but we have the Wi-Fi from above, helping this year make it happen. Emuna class, Emuna's our future, Real Tuesday. That's the energy, the flow that we go ahead always. And there's a lot of energy in the world right now that's challenging somewhat the Emuna global tagline. The fact that I wasn't able to make it in the studio with Erev Pesach, everyone's cleaning, everyone's fixing, building, a lot of stuff going on, and a big thank you to all those who are working so hard to get us ready for Pesach 2023, Passover 2023. Don't pass over this special moment. And the class today is Save Us Now. Aye. I mentioned before Shovavim because we touched on this, Shovavim, and I decided to add a few more eyes as things have got intense here. Excuse my squinting, but thank God the sun is shining, the weather is sweet, makes me want to move those dancing feet. To the rescue, here I am. We got to save ourselves in a certain way, and one of the ways we're going to do that today, I hope you guys hearing me on Instagram. Yes, are you on fire? Yes, the meaning is Sli Eish. Thank you for asking. There's a fire when you're making the matzah. It's a certain eish, a fire is needed to really bake those matzahs. So there's no chashash, no potential chametz. Everything is kosher for Pesach. And you have to have that fire, that zrizis. Like in Parsha Sav, it talks about the zrizis, the speed that we've got to get ready for Pesach. The zrizis to get these kind of classes done, to not allow any minias, any Yetzer Hara to hold back from what we're trying to do in this world. We have a purpose and we have to be determined. We have to have a strong will. We've been learning the new light from Rav Shalom Oresh Shlita. It's just up the road, the wonderful yeshiva, and also the wonderful offices that we work in Breslov English, Breslov Israel. And we focus over there in our many classes on the books of Rav Shalom Oresh, a new light. Today, Min Hashamayim, I was on my way here and I suddenly realized I didn't have it with me. I do have the booklets. Always important to put out a reminder for you guys out there. We have the Law of Gratitude booklet, very important. Thank Hashem, thank you Hashem. True happiness, make sure you can see the words on all the different platforms. True happiness, that's right. Happiness is something which is totally on Emuna, it's dependent on Emuna. Hashem always loves me, as it says in the back of this booklet. And everything will always be good, and it's only going to get better and better. Which reminds me also, I brought with me not just the pages of the books and a wonderful agada, but I also brought this, a wonderful magnet, which thank God we have plenty back in stock. Reach out, breslov.com. Emuna, Hashem always loves me, and everything will always be good, and it will only get better and better. Yes, the YouTube's going a bit wild, so anyone on YouTube's having a struggle to see this, just go to Facebook and Instagram, and you'll be able to connect there. Thank God. We also will put up the podcast version of Breslov Israel, and we're just working off another phone. This is a make-do situation. Erev Pesach, Ratz B'Rashus, as they say, Erev Shabbos, before Mashiach comes, it's a certain aspect of running in the Rashus, in the public domain, with a precious vessel, a delicate thing, and if it falls and smashes your pato from the damages because of the situation, the person that causes you to smash, because it's that kind of vibe right now. I don't know if anyone's been checking out what's been going on here in Yerushalayim. We just had the singing from our neighbors, our cousins were singing the Ramadan song, and there's definitely a lot of prayers going on by the Ishmaelim, by the Arab nations, the Islamic nations, and that's their festival. Wish them only good for that time and peace. And hopefully in Eretz Yisrael, as well as that's going on, we have all the political fires literally burning with all the different opinions, the left and right, and hopefully we're going to come to some sort of middle ground, which is always a good goal in politics, some sort of central position where we don't end up, God forbid, a a long-term dispute, but there's some sort of functionality. We're able to go ahead as a government and go ahead as a country. But in the end, it's all up to Hashem. We have to pray very strong. We have to reach out, make sure we're clear on the information, clarify what the true information is. Right now with with AI and all the different fake media and fake kind of footage that's being produced, we have to be very careful that when we're looking at something that's the real deal, check the facts, check the sources, check everything before we believe anything. I mean, that's a halacha anyway, a law in Shmir Saloshan. And with Pesach coming up, Pesach, the mouth speaks. This is the holy avoda that we all get to do. When we get to Pesach, the mouth should sing, the mouth should rejoice, should be happy, should be able to express ourselves with the full beauty that Hashem created this world with, like we see around us. The birds are singing. This is a place where a lot of people come and do Hisbodedus right in the center of Jerusalem. I don't know if you can hear the tram coming past, but just over this wall is the tram and the light railway, and just over there is where I used to live not so long ago before I moved to Frat. So I have a lot of good memories over here, especially also over there. This direction is when I started yeshiva, about yeshiva called Or Sameach. That was my beginning days in the 90s. So it's amazing history over here. In fact, next to me is a burnt log, because this is very close to where people make their Lag BaOmer flyers. So if you're asking about the fire, I'm sitting literally on a burnt wall and a burnt log next to me. So there's a lot of connection to fire. To make sure we burn the chametz coming up soon. Erev Pesach, that's another thing they do over here. And we have obviously set up properly in a safe way, but we burn the chametz. We burn away all the ego, all the obstacles, as we spoke last week in our Emuna future class. And we have to realize that there's coming challenges, with the AI revolution that's going online, ChatGPT 3, 4, all the different versions. I was just hearing from Lex Friedman about, with Sam Altman, what's the coming attractions in terms of technologically. And we need to prepare ourselves with Emuna, prepare ourselves spiritually, and renew ourselves with our soul level, that we have the ability to purify and spiritualize the technological world that's approaching us very, very soon. Once again on YouTube, I apologize. Once again, you get the full concepts on Facebook, Instagram Live, as well as our podcast version that we'll put up. But the main thing is also to remember we need to prepare with the Haggadah. We have a beautiful Haggadah from Rav Shalom Arush. You can check it out on our platforms, Breslov English. We put up the links already a few times and on our WhatsApp status, as well as our WhatsApp groups. You can always join there to keep updated, as well as we're keeping up all the other platforms like TikTok and all the technological places we can be. What I ask everyone is to really use this opportunity of Seder night, not just to read the Haggadah, but to really beseech Hashem, to really pray with the urgency that we learn in the new light, as if we're about to, God forbid, to be passed away or leave this world. We have to really be urgent in our prayers and our spirituality so that we can really experience the full power of Haggadah night. The Haggadah is saying out the neshama. Shimshon Pinchas says a beautiful concept. There's a father, there's a mother, there's Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, there's the three matzahs. The matzahs represents the levanim, the bones, the semen, the white aspect of humanity that formulates the inner core of humanity. And then there's the blood, which represents the female. This is the concept of the imahos, our holy mothers, our patriarchs, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. These are the four kosas. So we got the three matzahs and the 4 cups of wine we're going to have on the Seder night. This is forming the new creation of Am Yisrael, a renewed nation, ready to do our shlichus, ready to count Sfiras HaOmer and prepare ourselves for Kabbalah Satorah, for the Or Goyim, the Or Olam, the concept that we're here to shed light to the world, the new light that we're learning. We'll carry on in that book, please God. We're going to be learning the more practical aspects of bringing the Torah to alive practically. And then there's the concepts of, well, where's the soul? Who's the third partner in this relationship between the father and the mother? Who is this third partner? So we learn from Shimshon Pinchas, the third partner from the Gemara, based on the Talmud, that we have the opportunity, Baruch Hashem, to have Hashem Yisbrach to partner Mishatef in Ma'aser Bereshis and Ma'aser Odom in creating human beings. It's a beautiful reality that constantly Hashem is creating the world as well as creating each of us, and that partners with the father and mother to bring down the soul. That's the Haggadah. That's what we're learning. The Haggadah Shal Pesach has the soul. So to give us a solution to all the challenges that we're going up against, both politically as a nation and what's going on internally in Eretz Yisrael and what's going on with our neighbours and all the different struggles that we're going on financially, personally, spiritually, physically. Right now I've asked you guys to daven for me, Eliolias ben Chana Liba, for full refuah shlema, some sort of leg issue, sciatica, something like that. I'm going to be getting it checked out finally. And hopefully with Shalom ben Yemna should also have full refuah shlema, so we can hear his beautiful diburim. We hope to be able to join you in the summer in New York and Deal. If people host seriously in other locations, we'd love to come as well, likely Los Angeles, maybe even Miami, New York, Monsey for sure would probably be. But remember, keep reaching out to emunalive.com, partnering there, so we can have the momentum to get to these times. I know personally it's not easy. Someone from Colombia is wishing us shalom, thank you, and Facebook Live, and people have reached out already on Instagram Live. It's amazing. I love seeing the connection that everyone gives, and we're trying to connect on all the different platforms, even outside in the in the Garden of Emuna in Yerushalayim, Baruch Hashem. And remember that Hashem's giving us that soul connection. He's the one feeding us our new soul, allowing the soul to come through our human form and to spiritualize our humanity. And that's going to be the key with this technological developments. This is something which has not been discussed on Lex Friedman or Joe Rogan or any of the platforms. They've sort of hinted at the concepts of having values, human values, and the importance of there being some sort of check on all these technological developments. But the real key is that there needs to be the soul level present in all these technological developments. The United Souls, once again, you can check it out, my 28th extract, where I discuss this kind of concept. But this is something which needs to be brought about through the Seder night, through the spirituality of Pesach coming up, through the matzahs and through the wine, through the dalikosis and the 3 matzahs, the 4 cups of wine and the 3 Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov matzahs that we're going to have on our Seder table, as well as the Simoni meal. So the concepts of the Esamachas, the 10 plagues being transformed into 10 commandments in this process of spiritualization of this world during these 50 days coming up soon. And the big chizuk, the big renewal comes Leil Seder, and we only get the full Geula Shlema of L'Tzias Yisrael on Shvisha Pesach. So it's very important also to feel the urgency of tefillah, the prayer, as we come to the climax of Pesach. We're constantly going to be saying in the night, Hallel a few times, Ana Hashem Ashiana, Ana Hashem Aslichana. You can check out our videos that we put up of Rav Orish saying it in the shul for Hallel, both Rosh Chodesh Adar, Rosh Chodesh Nisan, or the other times that we put up videos in the past, Rav Orish saying Hallel, and the kavanah and the intention that goes into Ana Hashem Ashiana, Hashem please save us, and Ana Hashem Aslichana, please give us success, please give us salvations. This is the kind of tefillah, the urgency we need to have at this time of year, not to miss the opportunities to really pray for our families, for humanity, for the world, for ourselves, to have that soul connection and to inspire and spiritualize everything we're doing. The food we're going to have, the Suda, we're going to have the Magid, Matzah, and Motzi Matzah, we're going to have the Korban Pesach, please God, this year. And if we don't make the Korban Pesach, God forbid, then we'll have the Koyrach, which is a Zeichel, a Korban Pesach, with all the different things, and we'd have the Matzah, the Mara, and the Charosis, and all the beautiful aspects that remind us of the preciousness of Klal Yisrael and our mission in the world. We have to realize the tremendous Ava, the love, Chesed that Hashem shows us as He takes us out of Mitzrayim. Ava's kol asayach, yalechtech achrai b'midbar. Hashem's going to take us in our prenuptial days towards the place of Kabbalah Torah. Hashem's guiding us through the challenges, and He's going to bring us the opportunity to go through the Yam Suf, to find our soulmate, to please God, to have panasa, to have income, to be able to pray for the world, to be zocher to zer keli v'niveu, so that all of humanity should see the finger of Hashem. Now we're going to start to give over a little bit of feedback from you guys, because it's always so appreciated. We've had a little bit of an intro of Save Us Now, I. Let's see what you guys say. First, we're dedicating this 101st class to Refuah Shlema Abba Bas Chana and Dov ben Necharochel, the Stern, the hero that we had, and also to the Refuah Shlema of anyone who's been going through any kind of crisis recently, financially, spiritually, emotionally, as well as all the souls who've gone up, Hillel and Yigal Yaniv, and all the other victims of terror. Hashem Shemreinu should all have comfort to their families, and for Hashem to those who, thank God, were saved. And we have the opportunity to really experience that saving in the Holy Land. These are special days to appreciate the renewal that comes into creation. Today is Keneged Shevet Gad, which is connected to the Chodesh of Elul. Each day of these 12 days of Nisan connected to different tribes. So today's the 6th day, 6th month is Elul, and it's Rosh Chodesh Hazeh Lechem. Chodesh Hazeh Lechem is a Chodesh of Chodoshim. We're Mekadesh all the Chodoshim of this 12 days, and it's Chodesh of Nisan, and we begin the Regolim. It's a time of renewal. So we have to really step into that. Real Emuna Tuesday, unity focused. Baruch Hashem, we wish full healing to Avshalom ben Yemna, as we mentioned already. Tila Rivka Bas Masha and Chana Bas Frida, Chana Liba Bas Simcha. These casts are for elevation to the pure soul of Gedalia Sani Mechon ben Gedalia. We appreciate your dedication to our Emuna classes. Remember our tagline, Emuna should be global. Once again, those on YouTube should just jump over to Facebook or Instagram. For some reason the YouTube's not getting the full Wi-Fi that we need. Shalom, may our praise be powerful as our mitzvahs of Pesach, someone wrote. Yes. Someone else wrote, Night Nigat Sima, Shalom Brezov, especially thanks for this. This is my hope. I want to come to Israel, but I wait for my passport. We vote for your prayers, for our leaders, who we vote for. Yes, right now we're praying very strong for all the leadership, should lead us in the path of peace and bring peace to the Jewish people in the world. Yeah, the world is very concerned about what's going on in Israel, and rightly so. The soulmate connection, that's what they wrote. Vote that we trust God and our oneness. That's true, the united souls. Thank you for that. Shalom Rabbi, I love the video and keep strong. I pray for you and your family. Rav Orish, no more COVID, yes, and other diseases should go away. And peace in Israel. Lots of love from Dan Ada. I'm watching you, Rabbi, on YouTube, so this week you're not going to be able to see me on YouTube other than the one we uploaded, because it's just going up and down because of the Wi-Fi. Baruch Hashem, we do have the podcast version, Instagram, so. But yes, we did put up a new version from the Brezov.com team that Benoist uploaded, so you can check out that class if the sound is good. Every day we say Ani Mamin, which means I believe. That comes, of course, from the word Emuna. Emuna is a complete faith. Emuna is intrinsic belief that the Creator guides. Someone else wrote in Salud to Sadia Stosas Unius Tucson, Arizona. And someone writing in Spanish from Tucson, Arizona. Thank you for joining us. Baruch Hashem, the Wi-Fi on Facebook's gone, on YouTube's gone, but you guys still see me on the other platforms, Baruch Hashem. Mick, looks like they're going into a Tottenham home game. That was one of the videos. Funny enough, I support Tottenham. It's my English team. In fact, I'm going to undo the scarf because the heat's getting intense over here. Thank God, the sun is shining. Maybe we'll get this up again. Let's see. Keep trying. Thank you, Hashem. I love the video, Rav Orish. Thank you, Hashem song. Yes, that was beautiful, the Thank You Hashem song. Shalom from Indonesia, Tada Rabbah, from Orly. Best wishes from Vietnam, intelligent and made easy to understand. Thank you, learn to connect every day and every moment. Hashem giving for us all, for what He gives and what He doesn't as well. Eli Goldsmith's class. Sorry to hear that you're not feeling well, Baruch Hashem. Rabbi Apukozan Nazilagay Hey. I'm sure what that means. Rabbi Safansky, I love his shir. I learn a lot in his classes here. We made a little shout out for the 8-minute daf for the MDY Chevra on our platforms. Thank you for that. Keeping up the consistency and learning is so important, especially Gemara, Talmud. Okay, let's keep going ahead. And in the Thank You Hashem song, if you remember, Rav Orish was thanking Hashem for the Torah Kadosha, for the Kutumaron, all the different aspects. Beautiful song. Check it out again. Michael, how will the TAM use money when it becomes digital? Great question. How will that affect giving tzedakah? That's to Rav Gislason's great classes. We've already put up 5. Check it out on the Chochem and Tam. Already watched on IG and review on our Emuna podcast going live shortly. Shalom, for your sciatica pain, I recommend B12. It's great for nerve pain. Also, stretching helps. Other than that, I'll pray for your healing. I also suffer from sciatica, but I would try what I mentioned. Have a blessed day. God bless you. Let's go. Okay, so we did basically all that, and then we have all these wonderful questions. I'm not sure what happened on Sunday. I think Rav Dayan Elgul was in Kerestir, so he wasn't able to translate the Rav's classes. And Baruch Hashem, we're going ahead no matter what. It's a big special flow that we do weekly, and I don't think it'd be right for me to have cut out today's. We're coming up to the 20-minute mark, and based on the situation and the fact that we've got a busy Erev Pesach, so I just want to wish everybody a happy kosher Pesach. Realize you're getting that renewed neshama as well as becoming a new human being, literally the blood and the sinews and the veins and the bones, everything. So we should all come together nicely. Should be healthy and blessed with the matzah and the wine and the Haggadah, the neshama kadosha that comes inside of you. Enjoy that experience of what it means to pray to Hashem sincerely, to really beseech Hashem to save us This is an opportune time every single Hallel to say to Hashem, Ashana, Hashiana, to really call out to Hashem, Ana, Hashem, Hashiana, Ana, Hashem, Aslichana, to really ask Hashem to save us, to not just read the words, but to actually say it from the heart, to mean it from the inner will, as we've been learning, the urgency, really to depend on Hashem and to call to Hashem, and with that blessing we'll be blessed. Please go with all of us to dance this year with the Korban Pesach. We'll be able to then bring that simcha to the world. There'll be peace on earth, good times ahead. Shir Hashem will come alive. The love song between us and Hashem, between us and the Torah, and us and the true neshamas, the soul that's in humanity, will be revealed. And I'm very excited to see that all come together. Everyone should really connect to the Sphira days, use the opportunity to count and build yourself, become a better person, good midot tovot, shavot tovot, good thoughts, and to realize with Emuna we have the power to really come close to Hashem, even in a situation which doesn't seem so ideal, but we can do it. So with that chizuk and that inspiration, we can transform the III of all the challenges that we're going through in our generation. We can transform to a spiritualized experience, and the values of the soul will influence everything. Technology will influence all the different challenges in our life, will influence our relationships. Check out the new relationship flow. My wife, my soulmate, put up a flow there. We're going to be hopefully doing a podcast tonight for a professional podcast out there called The Middle Ground. Bit by bit we're putting out good content, Unity Flow podcast, Unity bookings. Keep reaching out, munalive.com, breslov.com, all the different links. Check it out, make it global, share on this wonderful opportunity for us to connect on a weekly level. And I can't wait to see you after the Chag of Pesach. If there's any serious requests, I will try and do a class, potentially Erev Shvi Pesach, because that'll be 2 weeks from now. I think Erev Pesach, I don't know if that's going to happen, just a lot to do. Maybe I'll do a short one from my home. We'll see. If you guys reach out, I'll make it happen. Just say in the comments below, or send me a DM or email eli.goldsmith@bresl.co.il or munalive.com. All the links and phone numbers are there, and I'll try and make another class for you guys special for Pesach and Shvi Pesach and the Sphira and Shavuos and all the special times we're in. Parsha Sav, the Zrizas, the fire. Let's do it. Let's bring this light global. And I love you all. Baruch Hashem, we're in a beautiful place. The birds are singing. Beautiful day. Thank you, Hashem. All the blessed, and be blessed, and have a beautiful Chag Kosher V'Sameach.